Hello? Hello? Alright, I think we should be live. Wait, hold on, I don't even have the chat open. Hold up. Today, the video is going up tomorrow, and I noticed that the Game Awards thing is happening today. So, I thought about streaming later today, but because the Game Awards thing is happening, I thought, you know what? We're going now. We are going now, and we'll see what happens there. Because there was a bunch of drama around the Game Awards very recently, because they announced that DLCs could also be nominated. And obviously, with Elden Ring, people got mad. Does this work? And does this work? Right, it does. Nice. Alright. Let me bring up the thing. The Game Awards page. It starts in like 10 minutes, I think? Let's see. If I do this... and if I do that... Okay, yeah, there we go. That shows up. Nice. Alright. Until then, it has 13 minutes left. We'll see what happens here. There's been a bunch of drama around it, so that's why I wanted to watch it. Oh, wait, hold on. We can test this now. Is this gonna... There it is! It works. Nice. So now I can have both of the things up. I knew this was gonna pay off. Oh, but that freezes whenever I tab out. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Category for DLC works, but anything else other than that is just stupid. Yeah, like, realistically, I know people were memeing about the fact that, like, I think, The Witcher 3's DLC, it won, like, Best RPG of the Year or something, and, Dark Souls 3 came out the same year, and obviously people were mad that Dark Souls didn't win. And a lot of people were memeing that, finally, FromSoft is gonna come back, and they're finally going to get the award they deserve, right? So, with their DLC. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, realistically, I don't think Shadow of the Erdtree is gonna win Game of the Year over Wukong, over... I know people really, really like the Final Fantasy VII Remake. 2024 has been a really, really good year for games. Like, a really good year for games. So, I don't think the DLC is gonna win. I don't. If I do this, it just cuts. Okay, nice. So that works. Like, realistically, I think the best way of going about it is to just have, like, a separate category for just the DLCs, yeah. And then everything else is just separate. I think Game of the Year should be reserved, but at the same time, like, I say that, but what if a game was in early access and then it comes out as 1.0? Or, for example, what if a game launches an expansion of some sort that is essentially a new game? You know? Because I do think there are games where the expansion is so transformative that it is basically a new game. So, I think there should be, like, some sort of distinction, you know? But, like, overall, I do think you should generally just do a separate DLC category, or expansion category, something like that. I mean, these award shows, I don't really take them super seriously. They are a good indication of what's, like, the top games of the year. But with how much shenanigans there was sometimes around this stuff, it's kind of cool to watch, but I don't really like it. Like, if my favorite game doesn't win Game of the Year, I'm not gonna care. Like, really. I'm not super invested in it. Yeah, Path of Exile 2 is coming out. Is it coming out in 3 weeks after the delay, or what? I think it was delayed, right? Is, like, the 3 weeks already accounting for the delay? It must be, right? Because I think it was originally going to come out in, like, summer or something. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So it's December, okay. I'm gonna play it. I just need to figure out how. Because, like, I am this close to beating Satisfactory. I am in the last phase. I need, like 200 of each component, and then I will finally be done with Satisfactory, and I'll be able to play something else. I have literally not played... That's a lie. I played, like, a couple of games of Risk of Rain, and I think I played a little bit of Lethal Company. Other than that, The only game I've played for like the past month is Satisfactory. Like literally the only game. I've not played anything else. Like my personal game of the year, I do think it's gonna be Satisfactory. And it counts because it came out this year as 1.0. I enjoyed my time in Satisfactory so much. It was so much fun. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Because I'm definitely interested in at least trying Path of Exile 2, right? Because the best part, it's gonna be free. Because I'm not buying the early access thing. I'm gonna look at the game. I'm gonna see how it feels. Because my biggest thing was bloat with the first game. And Path of Exile 2 is gonna be slower. It's gonna be, like, less dense of a game. Right? So, I'm gonna try it out. And if I like it, then I'll become a gamer. If not, then it is what it is. I'll definitely check it out, though. Before we start, let me test this out. If I do this, there is still... Okay, yeah, that is very visible. It's freaking annoying. I've been trying to fix my shutter speed on the camera to get rid of these lines, and they always appear, and it's so annoying. All right. Let me just go back to this so I can mess with a few things before we get into the Game Awards thing. All right. Let me do that. And for some reason, the YouTube thing still doesn't work, and I don't know why. That's really, really annoying. I hope you stream it. If I'm going to play it, I'm definitely going to stream it. Like, at least my first time playing, I'll definitely stream that. If I play it regularly, then obviously I'm not going to, like, stream every single time I play it. But, at least for a little bit, why not? Alright, let's see if it updates now. The YouTube streaming interface is so freaking weird. I don't know why it has to... Why is every stream treated differently? It's so annoying. Oh, there we go. It finally updated. Nice. Alright. We still have 7 minutes to go. There we go. Big on helping out new players? Yeah, because I mean, the game is so freaking complex. It's insane. Like, when I look at Path of Exile, like, one part of me is like, sign me up. Sign me up, I'm in. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, to be fair, I'm not playing WoW right now, like, at all. So I do kind of want to play some sort of RPG. I am really looking for, because I'm not going to lie. Like, they released the mount, and I'm done. Like, I'm probably gonna hop back in to see how the player housing things works, but I think I'm basically done with WoW. I don't know what they have to do to really grab me back, but at this point, it's just... I'm done. I'm done. Who's going to win? I mean, I don't think anyone's winning today. I think the actual thing is in December. I think the nominations is not going to be like anything surprising, realistically. I don't really know what to expect from this. I'm not going to lie, because usually I don't really follow it that closely. We'll see. We'll see. We're all going to find out together. I think Game of the Year is probably going to go to either Wukong or Final Fantasy VII. Greetings. Alright. Let me check one thing before we get into this, because I think there was hold up. Okay, yeah, we'll look at that. We'll look at that afterwards. Yeah, so this is right here what I was talking about, right? So this is the change they made. DLC, expansion packs, remakes, remasters. The Game Awards aims to recognize the best creative and technical work each year, irrespective of the format. So all of them will be eligible, right? So we'll see what happens with Elden Ring, and I guess Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, technically speaking. Because I think Final Fantasy VII, like the remake, is basically a new game, but purely in terms of definitions, I guess it is a remake. So we'll see. Persona-like game? It's metaphor, that game, yeah. I know people really are really enjoying that too. I discovered a game right there on my shelf. Right there. I rediscovered an old PlayStation JRPG. I really want to play it on stream because I remember playing it as a kid and I never knew what was going on. Let me see if I can really quickly bring it up. This right here. I've got no idea how you pronounce it, but I played this on the PlayStation 2, and I never knew what was going on. And I really want to play through it on stream or something, just to relive nostalgia, and maybe even beat the game. I never knew what was going on in this game. We'll see. We'll see. Do they have music here? Well, there we go. It's very, very loud. Why is it so loud? Okay, there we go. Well, let's see what they're gonna nominate. And whether or not this is gonna spark any controversy. Which it definitely is. It definitely is. That's part of the fun. I need to play the Persona games. There are so many games I want to play. Why is there not enough time? Why is there so little time to play video games? I think I need to, like... I've been thinking about settling on, like, a specific time slot where I would just stream games, right? Number one, I'd be streaming, which is good. Number two, I'd just be playing games, which I want to do, right? And I think streaming could be an excuse for me to play games. Because otherwise, like, I don't get to play games. I'm just working on videos all the time. So the only excuse for me personally would be to stream it. Black Myth Wukong not on list because of agendas. I've seen people talk about it. I've got no idea how true that is. I read it and it seems like a weird conspiracy theory, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, realistically, it must be on this list, right? Like, it was easily the most talked about game in recent months, and the numbers it did on Steam, like, it absolutely needs to be on the list. And it only has positive reviews. Like, I haven't seen anyone say a single bad thing about it. So we'll see. It needs to be on this list. And I think it needs to be a contender for game of the year. And I haven't even played it. That's purely going off of sentiment on the interwebs. Alright, let's see.
And the Game Award goes to... And the Game Award goes to... And the winner
goes to...
The winner is...
10 years ago, we began a journey together to celebrate video games as the biggest, most powerful form of entertainment in the world. And on Thursday, December 12th, right here at Peacock Theater in Los Angeles, we will recognize the best and show you what's next with the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards. Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the TGA Global Nomination Announcement Special. Today, it is my distinct honor to reveal this year's nominees, recognizing talented game developers from studios big and small around the world. And you can help select the winners by voting right now at thegameawards.com.
I will.
All right,
I will.
You've waited long enough, so let's do it. Here are the nominees for the Game Awards 2024.
I will vote. If we can vote now, I'm actually going to vote now.
Ongoing game, the nominees are Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. Your best
it's easily Fortnite.
Nominees are Brianna White for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hannah Tell for Life is Strange Double Exposure, Umberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts Silent Hill 2.
I don't know any
and
of these.
Melina Jurgens Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
I don't know any of these.
For the best mobile game, the nominees are AFK Journey, Balatro.
He's going to be Balatro.
Trading card game
He's Balatro.
Pocket,
He's not even.
Wuthering Waves, and
It's Balatro.
Endless Zone Zero.
He's Balatro.
The nominees for best art direction
We're going to vote on these. We're going to vote on these.
Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva.
I think Metaphor could take best art direction because of how stylized it is.
Are Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
It does have good music.
Metaphor ReFantazio.
It also has good music.
Silent Hill 2.
Not
and
sure, haven't listened to it.
Stellar Blade. In
Not
the
sure.
category of Best Audio Design, these games are nominated. Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops
Sony,
6,
how much did you pay them?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
I know Astrobot was just good.
Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors based on video game worlds. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft.
I think it should be Fallout because it was the first season.
Game, the TGA nominees
We'll
are
talk about it.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Games for Impact celebrates thought-provoking games with a profound pro-social meaning or message. Here are this year's nominees. Closer the Distance,
I've got no idea
Indica,
what that is. I've
Neva,
heard of it, haven't played it.
Life is Strange
Don't know.
Double Exposure,
Don't know.
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and
Not sure.
Tales of Kenzera, Zao.
No clue.
The nominees for Best Community Support are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. In the category
Why
of
was
Best
not Best
Multiplayer,
Ongoing
the
Game No
nominees
Man's
are
Sky?
Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2. Best Independent Games
One is
celebrates
not like
games
the
with
others.
a high degree of risk tolerance, as they are produced outside of the traditional publisher system. The nominees are Animal Well, Balatro,
Okay.
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes,
Haven't played this one.
Neva, and
Haven't played that one.
UFO 50.
Heard of
Next
it.
is
Apparently
Best
it's really
Debut
good.
Indie Game, which recognizes a development team that hasn't won a Game Award before. In fact, these teams published
Independent
their first
game and indie game?
2024. The nominees are Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. For Best VR AR Game,
Okay.
the nominees are
Okay.
Arizona Sunshine Remake,
Okay.
Asgard's Wrath 2,
Asgard's
Batman
Wrath 2
Arkham
apparently was really
Shadow,
good. Haven't
Metal
played it.
Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening.
Haven't played them.
Content Creator
Most
of the
them.
Year, the nominees are
Koroto.
Queso,
Queso.
Illiwan,
It's got it. I think
Techno
it's gotta be
Gamers,
Queso.
Typical Gamer, and Usada Pecora. Part of the Game
It's
Awards
queso.
is looking forward to
Like,
what's
it's queso.
next. And yes, we'll have lots of games to announce on December 12th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach,
Okay.
Ghost of Yote,
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. The best action-adventure nominees are Astrobot,
Imagine
Prince of
going up
Persia:
against
The Lost
GTA
Crown,
6.
Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and
For
The
sure.
Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. For best role-playing, the jury selected Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. In the category of
It's
best
the same
fighting,
freaking games in
nominees
every
are
category.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics,
I don't know any of these.
Multiversus, and Tekken 8. The nominees for Best Action are Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Innovation in accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, the nominees for Innovation in Accessibility are Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
I don't know
Diablo
about
4,
this. I know
Dragon
Diablo
Age: The
4
Veilguard,
has really...
Prince of
Did he
Persia:
just
The
say
Lost
Diablo
Crown,
6?
and Star Wars Outlaws. Next up, Best Family Game. The nominees are Astrobot,
I swear he said Diablo
Princess
6.
Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom,
What is Echoes
and
of Wisdom?
The Plucky Squire. The Best Sim Strategy nominees are Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and
Manor Lords is really,
Unicorn
really good.
Overlord. This year, these titles are nominated for Best Sports Racing.
Oh!
F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K 25,
This is where I
Top
sleep.
Spin 2K 25, and WWE 2K 24. All right, let's take a look at our 3 esports categories, starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and
2024,
Valorant.
by the way.
The nominees for Best
Counter-Strike,
Esports
Dota,
Athlete
and
are
League of Legends.
3-3, Alexi B, Chuvi, Faker, Zaiwu, and Kong Kong.
Faker is the
And for
only
the
person I
best esports
recognize,
team,
so it's probably
our special
Faker,
esports
right?
committee nominated these teams: Billy Gaming, League of Legends; Gen G, League of Legends; Navi.
I don't know any
Counter-Strike,
of these people.
T1,
I do know
League of
Navi.
Legends, and
They were around when I played
Team
Counter-Strike.
Liquid, Dota 2.
I also know Liquid.
All right, it's time for our final 2 categories. For Best Game Direction, which recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, the nominees are Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree,
Hell yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. And finally, our global TGA jury, of which I am not a member, has selected the following 6 games as nominees for Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2024.
Okay.
The Game of the Year nominees are Astrobot from
Of
Team
course.
Asobi, Balatro from Local Thunk, Black Myth Wukong by Game Science, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree by From Software, Final Fantasy VII
It's
Rebirth
exactly
from
what I
Square
expected.
Enix,
And Metaphor is going to be the
and
last one, right?
Metaphor
So it's exactly
ReFantazio
what...
from Studio Zero.
Balatro?
So there you
In
have
Game
it.
of the
Those are your
Year?
nominees for Game of the Year. And yes, that means you'll hear the Game Awards Orchestra, conducted by Lauren Balfe, play their themes live on this very stage on December 12th. But before
Imagine.
then, you should head to
Balatro.
thegameawards.com to help select the winners by casting your ballot in all categories. Also, stay tuned for the announcement of our Player's Voice category, where fans 100% select the winner from 30 nominees. We'll announce those nominees on Monday,
You know what I
December
think we
2nd.
should do?
The winners in all
I
categories
think
will be
gamers
revealed
need to
live
rise up.
during the Game
I think
Awards
we need to
when it
vote for
streams globally
Balatro
on Thursday,
out of
December 12th,
principle.
starting with the opening act at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 12:30
That'd be so
GMT
funny.
at thegameawards.com. Our team cannot wait to share our 10th anniversary show with you. I hope to see you then. And don't forget to cast your vote.
Okay, it is time to vote. Is that it, right? We're gonna vote. That's it. It is time to vote. Now, I don't know a lot of those games, right? So hopefully there is a skip option. Hopefully. The Game Awards.com. Oh, let's see.
Metaphor.
Game Awards. Where do I vote? Why did you lie to me, Jeff? I can't vote. I wanted to do my part and vote in the Game Awards as a fellow gamer. It broke. I think the website broke. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it comes back up. Realistically, I think Game of the Year is probably going to be Black Myth Wukong. And then, like, why the hell has it always been this bad? Like, it's literally 5 games in every single category. Like, I think they need to make a cap for, like, nominations a single game can get. Because I know it would be sad for, like, something with very good art direction, very good music, and everything, like, just absolutely everything about it is good. I think they should limit it. Like, if you are good in every single category, you should be Game of the Year. And if you're good in music and art departments, you should be in music and art departments, right? And not in, like, everything else. Otherwise, like, the freaking same 4 games in every single thing, and also in Game of the Year. Hold on, I need to take a phone call. As I was saying, I think they need to limit it per category. Otherwise, it's like it's insane. Like, a game that wins Game of the Year, I don't think they should sweep everything else because it's just boring. I'm still looking at this, by the way. Just FYI. Metaphor battle theme. Is it not copyrighted? Can I listen to it? Because I know a bunch of JRPGs are very, very weird with music. Is Metaphor and Persona the same devs? Or no? I've heard this. I've heard this on Spotify. Yeah, I have heard this. I've heard this. I have heard this. Is the same team? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Because, like, in terms of art direction and everything else, it is very, very similar to Persona. Yeah, like, that's the thing with Persona and Metaphor. When you look at their art direction, and not even in the sense that, like, how the game looks, but in the way the overall style of the game itself, like the UI, the HUD, the way transitions even in scenes happen, it is insane. Metaphor, Refantasia, UI. Like, look at this. This is the freaking starting game screen. This is so cool. This is not a custom thing someone has made. This is an actual loading screen into the game. It's really, really cool. I wish more people did this, because, like, there's a weird trend going around where, like, your game should only be press A to start. I don't think so. I do think there can come a point where it's, like, too stylized and it becomes, like, illegible. But this is just really, really cool. This looks awesome. Alright, is the website up? Oh! Vote now! Gamers! We will be doing our part in voting. Unless the website crashes again. Let's see. I think it broke. I don't think we're going to be able to vote. Oh, here we go. Okay, so none of these are... Wait, hold on. Oh, so it goes in reverse. Okay. Game of the year. Game of the year. It's either Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, FF7 Rebirth, or Metaphor Refantasio. Now, honestly, I think I would vote for Balatro just because of how insane of an achievement it is to even stand amongst these giants. I'ma be real. I think what Balatro has done is incredible, and their stance on monetizing their game, in terms of publishing it and everything, like making sure that no one ever gets hold of the rights and makes it into an actual gambling experience, I think they deserve everything right alongside these giants. In terms of a raw game that has had the most impact, I think it's going to be Black Myth Wukong. I think so. I haven't even played the game myself. But Black Myth Wukong, I've seen nothing but praise about it. It's the game I'm easily most excited to vote on. That's where I would probably put my bets. Can I actually just click through these and not actually, because I don't want to sign in. I think Elden Ring, the DLC is really, really good, but I don't think it ever, like, I don't think it's gonna top the base game, right? I think the base game of Elden Ring was so incredible that the DLC was a very nice thing to have, but I think it already won Game of the Year, you know? Final Fantasy VII, heard very good things about it as well. Metaphor, heard very good things about it. Astrobot, heard nothing but praise for it as well. I would put my vote on Balatro. I would. I know it's not gonna win. I know it's not gonna win. But I would put my vote on Balatro. Absolutely. Okay, next. You think you're gonna switch up the order and I'm not gonna notice? Wait, no, they didn't even switch up the... It's literally the same stuff. Okay, so the next category, Best Game Direction. Awarded for Outstanding Creative Vision and Innovation. Now, hot take. Nothing in this, in my mind, is innovative. Black Myth Wukong is a mixture of God of War and the Soul genre. Elden Ring is Elden Ring. Final Fantasy VII is Final Fantasy. Metaphor Refantasio is a JRPG just like Persona and everyone else. Like, I know there are nuances, but it's basically the same game. I'm not sure about Astrobot. The only thing here that has actually completely shifted the formula is Balatro. Like, in terms of game direction, the only truly innovative game here is Balatro. The rest of these games are offshoots of existing genres. Absolutely, I would put my vote on Balatro here. And I wouldn't even bat an eye. Easily. I think voting for something like Elden Ring or even Final Fantasy VII here is just being dishonest. Absolutely. 100% is Balatro. It's not even close to. Moving on. Best narrative. I don't know enough about these games to say. I don't. I've got no idea. Silent Hill 2 is the one that easily interests me the most, but I also really like Yakuza. I've got no idea. Don't know about the story on these games. Genuinely no clue. So, no idea. Best art direction. I mean, this is subjective. For me, it's absolutely going to be Elden Ring or Black Myth Wukong. Like, you show me dark fantasy. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wukong. Like, I am sorry. If you showed me this, I would pay money to have this as a poster. This is so freaking cool. This would be mine. It's either Elden Ring or it's Black Myth Wukong. It's fully subjective. I can see people saying it's metaphor. I can even see people saying... I remember watching a trailer of this game. Never. We watched the trailer of this game, and this game is also really, really beautiful. Like, this is a gorgeous game. But purely for me, subjectively, absolutely is going to be the fantasy games. Of course it is. Of course it is. No, what's there? Broke. You broke. I broke it. I think I broke it. Metaphor stories, some of the best ways of tackling discrimination, most nuclear political topics of today without shoving it in your face. Yeah, I've got no idea about the stories. Literally no idea. Actually, I think I remember Garnt talking about it on the Trash Taste podcast. That has been my only like point of reference for the game, I think, in terms of story. I've got no idea. Do I actually need to go through all of these again? Best game direction is Balatro. It's not even close. Okay. So after art direction. Score and music. I've heard Metaphor's soundtrack. It's really, really good. I've heard Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. It's really good. I'm not really sure about the rest. I am a sucker for Final Fantasy music anyway, so I'd probably put my vote between these just because I don't know about the rest, right? And I think this is a big problem, by the way, in terms of like, no one's probably played all of these games. So there's always going to be like missing context here, but I would say it's either Final Fantasy for me or Metaphor. Either one of these, with score and music. Also, this is really weird, by the way. Licensed soundtracks. So can I just license pop songs? Can I make a game and then call up Taylor Swift and get one of her songs in my game and have the entire Taylor fan base vote for my game here? Is that a little loop-de-hole I can do? It's moving on. Best audio design. Best in-game audio and sound design. So this is, I guess, purely in terms of tactile feedback of everything. I've got no idea. Genuinely no idea. I know Silent Hill 2 is very, very creepy with a lot of the stuff it does. Black Ops 6 is probably weapons. No idea. No clue where I would put my vote here. Audio and Call of Duty. Yeah, I've got no idea. GTA 6 will have so much licensed music. It will. It will. To be fair, like some of the GTA 5 soundtrack that has been made just for GTA 5 is incredible. Like even ignoring all the licensed tracks, the GTA soundtracks are really, really good. I really hope the website just doesn't die. Because it's not looking very well. Oh, they did? Yeah, I remember the pay-to-win audio thing. I remember that. Best performance? I'm not gonna lie. I know none of these people. I don't know a single person on here. Except this guy, because I think he was in some of the promo for Silent Hill 2. I don't know any of these people. Whoops. I don't know any of these people. Moving on. Also, I just noticed they didn't even write the characters they actually voice. Yeah, I don't know any of them. This is giving me flashbacks to, like, 2007. Every single time I load a page, I can just take a sip. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games to be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. I know Dragon Guard has a lot of accessibility things, and I'm pretty sure Diablo 4 also has a bunch of them. Not sure about the rest. Not really sure. I know that, like, I think the gold standard is still Last of Us 2. If you look at, like, Last of Us 2's, The Last of Us 2 accessibility stuff was absolutely insane. It was so good. You can't really see a lot of these, but I think that is still like the gold standard. I don't know enough about this, unfortunately. So, no idea. Next up. It's so slow, oh my god. Can I... Oh my god. I don't think we're gonna be voting today. I wanted to see if I can open up all the options, and then we could just like go down the list instead of clicking through. Oh, hold on. If I click this, but I still have to go through them one by one, so this is not gonna work. Okay, so games for impact. I've heard really good things about this game right here. Indica, or however it's pronounced. I don't know about any of these other games. I know about the first Hellblade, not about the second one. Life is Strange, I have no idea what's going on with Life is Strange. I think the last one I know of was Before the Storm. I don't know what this is. No clue. The only thing I know about this one is the fact that it gave you like 5 days early access, and I hate it. For that reason alone, they're not going to get my provoking thing. Pro-social meaning. The only pro-social meaning it pushes is capitalism. Thumbs up. Good job. You've successfully separated your consumers into consumers with more money and less money. Good job. Moving on. Imagine early access for a single-player game. How unfortunate. Okay, best ongoing. I don't... Like, Helldivers does not deserve to be nominated here. I absolutely don't think so. I think Helldivers, either because of Sony or whatever else, I think they completely dropped the ball. Like, Helldivers has gotten stale, and no one's really talking about it anymore, not helped by the fact that I still can't even play it. Thank you, Sony. Very cool. Fortnite deserves to win here. It's either Final Fantasy 14 or Fortnite, and it's not even close. Like, Diablo 4, no. Destiny 2, no. It's either Final Fantasy 14 or it's Fortnite. Like, I think Fortnite is the default answer. Final Fantasy 14 is the same as WoW. Which, by the way, why the hell is Final Fantasy 14 on here but World of Warcraft isn't? That doesn't even make sense. Okay, moving on. I don't know why Diablo 4... Like, Diablo 4 came out last year. Anyway. Best community support. Recognizes a game for outstanding community support, transparency. Helldivers 2 is on the list. For community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, and game updates, patches. Helldivers does not deserve to be on this list. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Sony completely screwed them. I'm sorry, but it happened. It's No Man's Sky. It's absolutely No Man's Sky. And fact of the matter is the fact that like No Man's Sky wasn't in the previous list, and Path of Exile is another one. The fact that Path of Exile and No Man's Sky weren't on the list is like what? And also, where is Minecraft? Minecraft has been continuously updated for free for the past 15 years. Not 15, I think. I think it's like 12, 13. It has to be No Man's Sky. Like, No Man's Sky has released like 3 updates worth of 3 games worth of updates for free. It's No Man's Sky. Absolutely. Next. Mob vote discludes it, but they're not doing the mob vote anymore. Best independent game. I know about Animal Well, I know about Balatro, and I know about UFO 50. If Balatro had any chance of winning Game of the Year, which unfortunately I don't think it does, because people are not going to vote for it, because they're like, my game, which is going to be Wukong or Final Fantasy 7. I think it's either Balatro or Animal Well or UFO 50, I think. In terms of impact of what I've seen. I would vote Balatro. Because I think Balatro is truly unique in what it did. UFO 50 is also a really interesting take on it, but it's just like, you know, I don't know about these games though. I would vote Balatro. Next up. I don't know what the, like, how curious. I could have sworn I was not insane. I could have sworn I was not insane. Why do we have... Well, this is debut indie game, I guess. Here, it's not going to be Balatro. Here, it's going to be Manor Lords. Manor Lords, I've played a little bit of it. It is incredible. Here, I would absolutely vote on Manor Lords. I know Pacific Drive is also really good, but Manor Lords. That's me. I really hope, because like I think the dev was talking about doing combat. Manor Lords, by the way, is like a... It's like a city builder, but medieval. Right? This is the game. They were talking about doing like more combat, and apparently the philosophy right now is no combat. From what I understand. But I really, really hope they do more combat. I would vote on Manor Lords. You try to create your own indie games? I mean, I've dabbled with like Unreal, but I just don't have the time for it. Like, games is something that takes a ludicrous amount of time. I don't think realistically with my schedule I'd ever be able to commit to actually working on a game. Unfortunately. I'd love to, though. I think the website broke. Again. It broke. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for a little bit again. An indie video game, or indie game, short for independent video game. We have both here. Oh no, if you walk it, there we go. Best mobile game. Oh, it loaded, okay. Best mobile game. I mean, these are not really mobile games, right? Like Weathering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. They're on mobile, but I don't think they're mobile games, are they? I've got no... I don't play games on my phone. I've got no idea. I know AFK Journey was sponsoring every single creator. I know Balatro is just an incredible game. I know these are gacha games, so I would never vote for them out of principle, because I hate gacha games. I think they're bad for everyone involved. And Pokemon is just Pokemon. So I've got no idea. I don't play games on my phone. Best VR/AR. I haven't played most of these. I haven't put on my VR headset in months. So I've got no clue. It's Arizona, Asgard, Batman, Metal Hellsinger, whatever that is, Metro Awakening. I don't know. I've heard Asgard's Wrath 2 is pretty good. That's all I know. No clue. I still think in order for people to take VR seriously, there needs to be like a... like the barrier to entry for VR in terms of friction, even starting to play VR right now is just too high. Like, it's too tiring to play VR. I think they need to fix that. Amazing rework of the original game to speed it up. Yeah, I've got no idea. Best action game. I mean, Black Myth Wukong is probably the easy one here. Black Ops 6 probably also. Space Marine 2. Stellar Blade could also take it. Helldivers 2 could also take it. Honestly, in this one, in this category, I can see either one of these taking it. Because I think Helldivers is like purely dudes being dudes, shooting everything. Stellar Blade, from what I know, also had pretty good combat. Space Marine 2 is also dudes being dudes, just messing stuff up. Black Ops 6 is just a constant shooter, and Black Myth Wukong is Black Myth Wukong. So I think all of these could take it. I don't even know what I'd vote for here. I've got no idea. These are all good candidates. No complaints here. Best action/adventure. Also known as games we wanted to include but couldn't because they didn't have enough action. So, I know this game was very much snubbed. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This game had a really interesting fate in that everyone liked it, but it was too expensive and it was a side-scroller, and side-scrollers are generally not perceived as high-value games, and people just didn't play it. So it's kind of unfortunate that it did very, very poorly. And by the way, I am a part of the problem because I don't play side-scrollers. I just don't like them. So I am a part of the problem, unfortunately. It's not going to be Star Wars. You want to hear a funny story? Funny story about Star Wars Outlaws, right? A little goofy story from ya boy. So, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, I upgraded my GPU, right? And if you don't know, I think it's Asus and a bunch of other GPU producers. They sometimes have these special campaigns where you buy the GPU and you get a game for free. And the one I got was Star Wars Outlaws. I have never redeemed the game. It's still sitting in my inbox. So I think that says all you need to know about me and Star Wars Outlaws. Like, it's the most uninspired Ubisoft formula ever. Absolutely, I don't think this deserves to be up there. All of these other ones, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say good things about the Legend of Zelda game. So I don't know. Yeah, no clue. Definitely not Star Wars Outlaws. Astrobot should win this. Yeah, I don't really know the gameplay curve of Astrobot. Okay. Best RPG. For the best game designed with rich player, character customization, and progression, including massively multiplayer online experiences. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 does have a very, very good shot at this, right? Because Dragon's Dogma 2 has a bunch of weird problems, but I think in terms of creating an immersive experience with like how you can have a party of dudes and everything, I think Dragon's Dogma has a very, very good contender for purely being an immersive experience. Elden Ring. Ditto for Elden Ring. Final Fantasy VII. I mean, it's an RPG. It's a very good RPG. So yes, absolutely. I mean, I think this is the age-old question. How do you define an RPG? I think all of these are good contenders. Like, I don't think Dragon's Dogma 2 is, like, the best game out here, but I think purely in terms of selling the RPG experience, Dragon's Dogma 2 is really, really strong, right? Also, including massively multiplayer experiences. Yeah, I don't know. Either of these could take it. Like, this is gonna be a popularity contest. Final Fantasy VII is gonna win this, probably. It's either gonna be Elden Ring or Final Fantasy VII. This is gonna be a popularity contest. No one's gonna care about it. And purely in terms of audience, Elden Ring and Final Fantasy VII eclipse all of them. What is this? Best fighting games? I sleep. I sleep. I think it's gonna be Dragon Ball because that's the only one I've heard people talking about. Oh, that's actually a lie. I think... No, I haven't heard about this. This is a different game. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is the only fighting game on this list that I've heard people talking about all the time. Obviously, Tekken is always around. I think it's gonna be Dragon Ball. I've got no idea. I don't care about fighting games. I sleep. Best family games. I don't know. I've got no... I haven't played any of these games. I like how it's 3 Nintendo games. I don't know what the best family game is here. I've got no idea. You know what I've been thinking about? It could be a very, very fun project. One of the things I've been thinking about doing on stream is immersing myself in Nintendo's backlog. Because I played Nintendo games when I was very, very small. We played a N64, right? Like Super Mario 3D and everything like that. And that was great. But other than that, I haven't played a lot of Nintendo games. Like, I've played Skyward Sword. That is one Zelda game I have played. I loved it. I haven't played all the other Legend of Zeldas. I haven't played most of the Super Mario games. There is so much Nintendo stuff out there that I just don't know anything about. And whenever I hear millennials talk about Nintendo, they are so happy about it that I feel like I'm missing out. So I think I need to go on a Nintendo journey. I think I need to go through the entire Nintendo backlog and figure out why are there so many people who are obsessed with Nintendo. And by obsessed, I really mean obsessed. So we'll see if I do something like that, because I know Nintendo has a cult following in the strictest meaning of the word. So maybe I'm gonna be converted as well. We'll see. Best sim/strategy game. I don't know. I know Frostpunk 2 is really good. I haven't played it myself. A friend of mine talks about it all the time. Manor Lord is good. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. And Age of Mythology is the remaster. No clue. I'd put it on either Frostpunk or Manor Lords, just because I don't know the other games. Slight step down for the first one, but still a really good game. Yeah, I don't know enough about Frostpunk 2. I've got no idea. Best sports... Even the website got bored. Is the best sports racing category. The Game Awards website is bored of this page. The only racing game, the only 2 racing games I've played in my life and actually found fun, Need for Speed Most Wanted and Trackmania. Nations Forever. Those are the 2 racing games I've actually found fun. That's it. That's where my racing game backlog ends. Not a single other game I found interesting in the least. I'm just gonna keep refreshing the website on 2 separate tabs to see... Okay, there we go. I don't care. I don't care about any of these games. Move on. Best multiplayer. No idea. I think Helldivers 2. I would nominate Helldivers 2 for best multiplayer for the only reason that it sort of reinvented what a live service game is. That is the only reason why I would vote for Helldivers in this situation, because every single other game in this category is a rehash of what already exists. Call of Duty has not been an outstanding online multiplayer gameplay design philosophy for the past 10 years because it's the same thing. The formula has already been perfected. It's an online shooter. Tekken 8 is a one-on-one fighting game. That's it. Warhammer, I don't even know how it works. I haven't played a Black Ops 6. I have not, but it's an online shooter. Like, it's a first-person online shooter. How is it different in such a magnitude, such a different design philosophy sense that it could beat out something like Helldivers 2, which actually created a new live service experience? Because the only clips I've seen of Black Ops 6 is Call of Duty. It's just a shooter. Just like every other Call of Duty before. My vote will be on Helldivers. I thought Helldivers would be the start of people actually working on live service titles in a much more transformative way. Unfortunately, that hasn't really panned out. Because the amount of memes you saw around Helldivers and stuff like that, like in terms of like, we've captured another planet, something, you know, delivering democracy and all that, that was really, really cool. And I haven't really seen stuff like that with any other game. Same recipe as when we played Counter-Strike 1.6 back in high school. I mean, there definitely have been iterative improvements on the formula, but I think like Battlefield and Call of Duty and all of these other just FPSs, like the gameplay formula itself is perfected. Like, the fact that it doesn't change is not a bad thing, you know? Completely reworked the entire movement system. Have you not heard of Titanfall? Titanfall already had a better movement system than any Call of Duty has ever had. The Zombies game mode has been in the game since World at War. They haven't done anything that actually changes the base formula at all. I would not vote for Call of Duty. Absolutely not. Only evolution of online shooters is adding abilities like Overwatch. I think something like Overwatch or Team Fortress 2 is, yes, like a branching iteration on the first-person genre in terms of shooters. I would put my vote on Helldivers. It's Helldivers for me. Best adaptation. I would probably put my vote on Fallout just because of how difficult... Like, I think... I haven't seen the second season of Arcane, right? I haven't started it yet. I love the first season. I'm going to watch the second season. Of course I am. I have seen Fallout. I would put my vote on Fallout because, one, Arcane, the first season, it was so well received. Everyone expected the second season to perform well, which it is. Massive W's across the board. Knuckles, I don't know. Yakuza, pretty cool. Tomb Raider, haven't seen it, but I would put my vote on Fallout for the simple reason of how hard Fallout is to adapt. My vote would purely be on Fallout. I never expected a live-action Fallout series to be good, and they freaking nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. BO6 is crazy how it's changed the game, like you legitimately can't go back to any other games. Yeah, I've got no idea. Like, I would never put my vote on a Call of Duty game for being transformative. Unless I saw something that is genuinely transformative on like a very obvious level. That's just me, though. Most anticipated game is GTA 6, and all of these other games are not even in the running. Like, I'm sorry. If any other game besides GTA 6 wins here, I am calling shenanigans. Like, these other games are on here as pity prizes. There is not a single game on this freaking planet that is even 10% of as anticipated as GTA 6. This is not even close. It's absolutely GTA 6. Absolutely. Do you realize that GTA 6 will be the last game of this generation in the truest sense? Gaming is gonna change with GTA 6. And you know what? It hurts me to admit this. It really, really hurts me to admit this. You know how I promised that I'm not going to buy a console for GTA 6? I keep my promises. I said I'm not going to pre-order the WoW expansion. I did not. I said I'm going to stop playing WoW when they implemented them out. I stopped playing WoW. I am done with these wacky consumer practices. I am done. But I'm not going to lie. The sooner GTA, not the sooner, like the closer GTA 6 gets, the more I'm looking at those goddamn consoles. Please, Rockstar. Please, Rockstar. Just announce a PC version. Make an exception. Please, Rockstar. I don't want a brick. I don't want to buy a brick and then pay a freaking monthly subscription to your brick service for a single game. Please, Rockstar. I'm not buying a console. Series X on Cyber Monday? I'm not buying a console. I'm not. The fact that people still think paying for a freaking multiplayer subscription service to even play the game on multiplayer is normal in the year 2024 is ridiculous. Netflix machine for the couch? My TV has built-in Netflix. I don't need a machine for Netflix. My TV already does that. They got rid of that? Wait, what? Can you play online without the thing? What? No, that's a lie. You can only play free-to-play games. That is a lie. So I would literally buy a... Think about what I'm entertaining here. I am literally entertaining the idea of buying a separate machine that is going to be redundant in 12 months right? Because it's going to come out on PC. I am thinking about buying a Xbox, which I will not use for anything else because my PC is 5 times better than this freaking brick. I'm thinking about buying a literal brick. Then I'm thinking about buying a game just for this brick that will be redundant in 12 months. And I'm thinking about paying a subscription price to play said brick. This is absurd. I'm not buying a console. I'm not buying a console. You can still play Warzone and Fortnite? Why the hell would I play Warzone and Fortnite on an Xbox? In what universe would I even entertain this idea? No, I am not buying a console. No, I'm not. Microsoft is like a... Microsoft is a $3 million company. They don't need my subscription price. No. No. I'm not buying an Xbox. Or a PlayStation. You know why? Because I legally cannot make an account on a PlayStation. I'm not buying any consoles. Nope. 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 Content Creator of the Year, it's Queso, it's not even close. No offense to these people, I don't know any of them. It's Queso. Absolutely, it's Queso right here. I would vote for Queso immediately. Switch 2. I am unironically thinking about buying a Switch. I am. We'll see what happens, but I am actually thinking about buying a Switch. Why you need a console? For GTA 6. Because GTA 6 is not going to come out on PC day one. Like, I'm still hoping that maybe Rockstar will, like, make an exception. But if there is a year between the GTA 6 release and the PC release, like, I think I'm gonna die. Like, it's gonna be too long. Rallying people to vote. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Oh my god, no. Who is this? You know what? Let me do this. Wait a minute. Are they behind, like, the hollow... there was a game, something hollow, something... Hollow Cure Save the Fans? Is this it? Yes! I saw this! So this is like the same group of people? I would vote for Queso. I would. I don't know who they are, but I would vote for Queso. I think Queso right now embodies the true spirit of what Twitch is. I think Queso is like just a dude having fun, streaming whatever, not jumping on like the hottest new trends. Queso is just a dude. I like Queso. I haven't watched a lot of him, but everything I know about him, he seems like a really cool dude. I'd vote for Queso. You get a ton of value from Game Pass on PC. Well, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, the more... But... Game Pass is great. I love Game Pass. What I don't love is buying an Xbox. I don't want to spend $600 on a brick. How much is an Xbox? Hold on. What is it called now? Xbox Series X? It's 400 euro. You really expect me to spend 400, 500 euro for a single video game? I'm not spending 600, 500, 400 euro for a single video game. That's not happening. That's not happening. How much is it on Amazon? Cyber Monday, I don't think it happens here. Like, I don't think EU really gets Cyber Monday deals at all. German, Amazon. Let's see. Why can I not even see it? No offers available. Series X is... why am I... I'm closing the tabs. I'm not even going to entertain this idea. I am not buying a freaking brick for a single game. No. No. Best esports game. I mean, it's like... Are we gonna... Like, what the hell is this? What is this? Bro thinks he's a part of the squad. What is Mobile Legends Bang Bang? This is just League of Legends on a phone. This is literally League of Legends. I mean, you know what the funniest thing about this is? The funniest thing about this. These are the games that have been around for 15 years, and the best thing about this is that Dota and League of Legends is the same game. It's just Warcraft 3 with a different skin. Incredible. So we have two MOBAs, and we have two Counter-Strikes, and then we have something called Mobile Legends Bang Bang, which is League of Legends for a phone. Incredible. I don't know any of these people except Faker. So, I guess Faker. Faker's the only person I know here. I think Faker got like the... He was in the cinematic, right? Yes, I've seen this. No, not this. This one. No, also not this one. There was another cinematic and he was in it. That's why I know him. Best esports team? I've got no idea. I got literally no idea. I know Liquid from World of Warcraft and I know Navi from Counter-Strike. I don't know any of these other teams. Why are they all just like all white jerseys? Isn't that a bit boring? Like, at least Navi has, like, a color scheme. These guys are just, like, white. Maybe it's not, like, their actual jerseys. I don't know. Navi had a great run this year? Yeah, I've got no idea. I don't watch esports, like, at all. Okay, that's it. Those are all the nominations. I think for Game of the Year, I think it's gonna be Black Myth Wukong. Realistically. This, by the way, is excruciatingly dumb, by the way. The fact that Game of the Year and this category, Best Game Direction, is back-to-back, this is so dumb. It's the same games... And both of these, like, I think Game of the Year should be the game that is rewarded for an outstanding creative vision. Like, in my brain, this should be the same category. Just putting it out there. And I would probably put Balatro in this. Like I said, Best Game Direction. Not even a contest for me, I think it's Balatro. In Game of the Year, you can argue about either of these games, but in Best Game Direction, a truly innovation in terms of in-game direction, it would be Balatro. Let me look at that. What was this? So these are their jerseys. I mean, this is in-game, so they can't really be that spicy, you know? Like, they need to be semi-similar. Yeah. I mean, at least these guys just embraced the Twitch, you know? Chinese version of Wild Rift is popular in China. Yeah, I mean, I do think there's like a massive split, especially in... you want to hear the funniest fact I learned recently? I was talking to a few people who do like brand deals. You know what one of the most valuable brands, right? Not brands, but like things to advertise on is right now? PUBG Mobile. Not PUBG, but PUBG Mobile. Literally people sitting in an esports thing on their phones. Like, imagine going to a whole like wide auditorium and there is just a dude just gaming on his phone. It's one of the most valuable things right now for advertising. I don't remember where it was. It's not like in the West. I don't remember where it was exactly, but there was a massive split in terms of like Western audiences with gaming and Eastern audiences, in terms of esports especially. But yeah. All right, let me close off all that stuff. I'll watch the entire Game Awards thing when it comes out. What is it gonna be? December 6th? December 12th. December 12th is it's a Thursday. So yeah, we'll watch the whole thing live when it happens. Unless I think the last Game Awards happen at like 3 a.m. So I'm not gonna watch at 3 a.m. Let's see when it happens. Is this in the morning? I think it literally happens at 3 a.m. This is the weirdest way to write down a time slot I've ever seen in my life. Hold on. 7:30 p.m. ET to local. It's 2:30 a.m. So I'm not watching it live. Oh, did you see the new Mr. Beast video that goes through all the allegations? You mean like the hour-and-a-half video of the dude going through Dogpack's video? I have not seen it, the entire thing, but I've seen people talking about it. I'm probably not going to watch it on stream, but I will look at it, because I'm really interested in it myself. I think that whole, like, the way it's developing back and forth, that's why I'm sort of like, at this point, I don't really want to talk about it. I want to see what's actually happening, and then once it all comes out, I want to make up my mind on it. Because I think, like, there were things in, like, there have been things that have been, talked about in Dogpack's video that, like, when we've heard an answer now, they are kind of like, yeah, that's not a valid thing to mention at all. But there are also things in Dogpack's video that I don't think you can really refute in any single way. They are just true, and they, like, that shouldn't have happened, you know? I'm not going to talk about it now, but I am following it, yes. Purely out of self curiosity, interest, whatever. All right, let me close this off. The Mr. Beast stuff is wild though. Like how long it's dragged on without like any concrete answer. It's wild. I just rewatching Netflix's live action, watched along with your watch party VOD. I opened your Twitch on a new tab and jump scared when I heard your voice twice. Well, hello. Hello. I'm really hoping we're gonna get more news on the second season. Because the only thing we've seen is like the casting stuff. I'm looking forward to more stuff. Manipulated everything, especially when the person interviews. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen like the full like I said, the hour-and-a-half video. I look at it. I need to see more to make up my mind, basically. But yeah. What news are you expecting to see soon? I think we're gonna just see more casting stuff for now. I think they're gonna start teasing more locations, and then we're probably in for a trailer. Like, Netflix has played it very, very weird with Netflix's Avatar. They've played... Like, if you look at One Piece, the way they've handled trickling out news for One Piece people and Avatar people, it is night and day. Like, following the Netflix version of One Piece, it's so much more... Like, there are people constantly joking around, like, we're gonna see this, we're gonna see that. Are you excited for this, for that? Oh, we're gonna tease you with this and that. And with Avatar, they just went radio silent. And it's just like... Yeah, I just want to see, like, the entire cast lineup. Honestly, the thing I'm most interested in, like, above everything, is the number of episodes and the runtime. Not even the runtime, just the number of episodes. I think the runtime is fine. Just the number of episodes. If they have the same exact runtime they did with Season 1, and, if they just get, like, 10 episodes instead of 8, I think it's gonna be better. Because the biggest problem with Season 1 was the fact that they had so much story to adapt, and they tried mushing it in 8 episodes, and a lot of the time it just didn't make sense in terms of like, transitions between scenes. Season 2 doesn't have stuff you can cut. They just need more episodes, otherwise it's gonna be a mess. We'll see, though. We'll see. I know there are a lot of people who are, like, really, really negative about the Netflix version. I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence. Like, obviously, the original is, like, infinitely better. I don't think there's, like, any contest about that. But, you know. I wonder if they'll add Zhang Zhang. And that's what I mean. Like, the fact that Zhang Zhang wasn't in Season 1 is absurd in many ways. Because, like, that is one of the most compelling arcs Aang goes through. Right? Like, his fear of fire. And that just literally was not there in Book 1 at all. And now that there's also a time skip after Book 1, which is out, has been confirmed, right? It just makes things very odd in terms of the way everything happens over the course of those. I mean, it's not going to be 6 months in the live action version. But, you know. I think the best move they've already done, which will already make the show a lot better, is they're going to move away from the volume. I think the volume is what made a lot of Season 1 just seem flat and boring. Live action Avatar, I have no interest. Yeah, I hear a lot about that. I hear people saying the same thing. It's unfortunate because I think, like, I think people have been just burned, you know? Like, I think people are just, like, very afraid of their favorite franchises being touched at all nowadays. And I think because Season 1, like, I think Season 1 in many ways was really good. Like, I don't think it's a blanket thing of everything was bad. I don't. I think Season 1 had a lot of very, very good elements. But there are a lot of things in Season 1 that were really, really bad. Like removing Aang waterbending completely. Bad. The Kyoshi vision made no sense. Why is it even there? It didn't need to be there, like, literally at all. Wan Shi Tong. Why? The Ko episode. The danger is ultimately, not the Ko episode, but like the forest spirit, right? Like Heibai's episode. The threat is ultimately Ko. So, what does that have to do with Heibai? Like, why is he even there? Like, a lot of these things were very, very odd, and I think the core reason for it being so odd is the lack of episodes. So they squeezed all the story into, like, they basically converted 3 episodes into 1 episode, and the transitions between where those episodes would have been in the animated show made no sense. I got to attend the premiere. I am infinitely... Oh my god. I'll be eternally jealous. If I could attend the premiere... I know Avatarist also got to attend the premiere. Like the Netflix premiere. I am so freaking jealous. You've got no idea. I would be there day one. I watched it on Netflix, unfortunately. Right here in my room. Yeah, like, people were very split on it right from the get-go, though. Like, even in episode 1, I think, like, they did, like, 3 separate bits of narration and, like, recap. It's just needless. Yeah, like, my opinion on Season 2 has been that, like, there is no way it could be worse than Season 1 because of how strong the core story is. The biggest problem with Season 1 was the fact that a lot of the episodes were, like I said, they were separate stories and Netflix tried putting them together, right? Book 2 is a single narrative, basically from start to finish. It's really hard to mess up, unless they do something completely different. So, I don't know. Which they have to, right? There's already been a time skip, so it will have to be different. I'm still looking forward to it, though. If Book 2 is bad, then I'm gonna be like, show me the final Agni Kai. And then I'm gonna be done. One Piece anime and manga all taking a break, so I'm enjoying Arcane now. I need to watch Arcane, yeah. The Oda break really kind of made me worried. Maybe we'll talk about that, we'll see. The Oda break kind of... I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit worried about the Oda break. And I've been talking about it for a few months now. I am a bit worried about the Oda break. I'm probably not gonna talk about it today, but... we'll see. They'll pull more details from Book 3 into Season 2, just like they did with Season 1. I hope not. I really, really hope not, because the stuff they, like... That's, like, another thing. Why the hell did they pull in stuff from Book 2 into Season 1, but they cut stuff from Book 1? Like, it's Book 1, Season 1. You get what I mean. But they stuff so much... they cut so much stuff from Season 1 and put in stuff from Season 2. Why did you need to do that? Like, you already didn't have enough time. Why? Why'd you do that? I hope not. Because I think, like, Book 3 in many ways is kind of like a night and day moment for Avatar, right? Like, with the awakening and everything, it's so different. I don't think you can really move anything from Book 3 into Book 2. I really hope not. I really hope not. Arcane made me cry hard. If you want to talk about things making you cry, what in the bloody hell was the Don episode 7? What happened there? What? I put on freaking the Don expecting to have a goofy, wholesome time, and I'm hit with that? What happened? It was really good, though. One Piece break is perfect time to pick up Hunter x Hunter. Funny you mentioned that. I'm writing the Egghead video as we speak, so it's actually a very good time for me. If they merge Imprisoned and Painted Lady in Season 2, I'll lead the Siege on Bossing Same myself. Same. I just hope they somehow do Jong. Like, if they don't do Zhang, it's gonna be... Maybe it's because, like, I have overanalyzed Zhang to the nth degree, so maybe I just put more emphasis on Zhang myself, right? I made a whole video about it, and I'm so sad that, like, I made a video on it because they didn't. What? Let's get rid of that. Right here. Where did it go? I literally made a video on the main channel because of how mad it made me because they cut Zhang. I made a whole video on it. I was so mad. Budgets they're using to animate Arcane are crazy for both seasons. It's like 120 mil per season. It's insane. It is absolutely insane the amount of money they spent on Arcane. But I think, like, the only reason the budget is so high is because of how long it took, right? I don't think the budget is actually in terms of, like, outsourcing extreme effects or anything. I think it's literally just salaries. I think in this case, the budget breakdown is actually very, very simple. It's like 1/10 of the pain the next couple of seasons will give you into Dandadan. Oh my god. They better not make Appa's Lost Days even more dark. Momo in the finale of season 1 was more than enough for me. I genuinely, like, I mean this in the most direct sense of the word. I hate Netflix for doing that. That was... It was emotional manipulation at its finest. I'm not talking about you, Appa. I'm talking about a different Appa. I hate it. I hate it. But yeah, like... Aang and firebending is like... How could you just remove Zhang? Why would you do that? Onji's backstory? Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, with every episode, the Dandadan just kind of shocks me more. It constantly does stuff that I'm just literally not expecting. I thought it would be a goofy little rom-com with magic elements. Then it turned out to be an actually kind of deep story, and now there's like completely random side characters that just pop up, and they have insane backstories. Like, what the hell's going on? I love it though. Will they put Zhang in season 3? I don't know, but Zhang needs to be there. I think if they don't put in Zhang, like, the firebending philosophy that we see in the series is going to be completely messed up. And I don't say that just because I made a video on it a couple weeks ago. This is what you call circular referencing. I think, like, Zhang's whole thing of, and by the way, this is even more true for the live action version, because they showed us, the actual, like, attack from Sozin, right? Like, we literally saw how destructive firebending is on an individual level with Sozin's attack. And then Zhang comes in, and his entire bending philosophy is about containing fire. Live action Avatar does not have this right now. At all. And if Aang never hurts Katara, he doesn't have that at all either. And if Zuko just becomes Aang's master... What? It's kind of like, yes, it's a very bad element, but Aang, you must learn. Okay, Zuko, I'm gonna learn this element now. There needs to be more depth to it. You love Hunter x Hunter? I know I love Hunter x Hunter. I know I love Hunter x Hunter. I absolutely know I will love Hunter x Hunter. I just gotta watch it or read it. joy, action, and tragedy. Yeah, something like that. Because, like, a few of those scenes they had in there were, like, actually... It's not even that they were tragic. Like, they were, right? But I feel like the most dominant emotion there was just uncomfortable, you know? And that's really hard to pull off. It was really, really, really bad. And not really bad in terms of quality, but, like, really, really bad in terms of being just, like, really, really sad. I loved it. I have another Book 2 video in the works for Avatar 2. That's probably going to come out in a couple of weeks. I think, like, that's going to be another video for season 2 for Netflix. Someone on the team needs to watch that. Because I think that is something... I'll just spoil it. I think Netflix's version of Zuko alone will be really, really good. Like, that's just, like, my pure knee-jerk reaction, because Zuko alone is basically perfectly made for a live-action adaptation of a single dude wandering the desert and being depressed. Like, Zuko alone in live action, it will go hard. I am very confident in claiming this. Zuko alone will go hard. Absolutely. And I will be there. I'm not worried about Zuko alone. I think that's going to be good. I hope so anyway. And Tales of Ba Sing Se, like, if they mess up that, that's also going to be really, really bad. I do think Tales of Ba Sing Se is lightning in a bottle, though. I think if they even adapted beat for beat, it's not going to hit the same. Because, like, one of the reasons why Tales of Ba Sing Se hits so hard in the animated show is because you literally don't expect it. It comes out of nowhere. Book 2 is... Oh my god. I think I need to rewatch Avatar. I think it's about time we do that. Again. I think it's time I rewatch Avatar. How many videos have I done on Book 2? Yeah, I've got no idea. Season 2 will open with the 600 days Ba Sing Se siege. If they do, I wonder how that'll impact Tales of Ba Sing Se. Season 2 will open with something weird, yeah. Because, even, like, if Season 2 has a flashback as an opening, that's one thing. But Season 2 will have to open with something very different to explain why, number 1, what is happening with Zuko? Number 2, why is Azula not attacking Aang? Number 3, why is Ozai not attacking Aang? Number 4, why is the Fire Nation not attacking Aang? There's going to be a time skip, right? This is not a case of they basically leave right away. There will be months in between Season 1 and Season 2 in universe, which was not there in the animated show. So, it's not going to be a case of, in terms of their fleet was destroyed and they just couldn't get there. There will need to be something more. Because... like, in the show, as soon as Book 2 starts, Aang is being hunted down at every opportunity. Like, Aang has, like, 5 assassins going after him at any point in time. It's kind of insane. So I don't know how they're going to do that. Where they spend the time skip? I mean, Aang has never waterbent, right? So... I think it has to be the North. I think he just has to train. But there's no way he can learn waterbending off screen. And that's like the weirdest thing about Book 1. They never showed him waterbending. And I just don't get it. It's not even that he doesn't learn to waterbend. It's that he never even tries it. And that is so weird. You know the series about mastering the elements? In Book 1 titled Water? The Avatar never bends water. Oh no. don't know. On the bright side, though, right as Season 2 is coming out, we should get the animated movie. Because it's going to be 2026. They spend some time on the boat with Paku, who's leaving for the Southern Tribe. Maybe they do the time skip that way and they train on the boat. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like they kind of forgot that Aang has to learn the elements, which is very, very weird. We'll see what happens. In Book 2, he won't bend Earth. Imagine if they just completely cut out bitter work. Imagine if it's not Aang versus Ozai, it's Team Avatar versus Ozai in the live-action version. I think I would actually lose my mind. I think I'd actually be done. I really, really hope that, like, I don't care if Book 2 and Book 3 is complete horrible nonsense. I'ma be real, if I get a good final Agni Kai and a good Aang versus Ozai, purely in terms of visual spectacle, I will be happy. I'm gonna be real. I would be very curious if anyone has tried pitching a remaster for the original series. Not like a total reimagining, but basically like upping fidelity of the first series to be like Korra, basically, right? Because I think Korra's animation is beat for beat. It is much more fluid, much more like detailed than the Last Airbender. Because base Last Airbender is like 480p, I think. Every other version is upscaled. It would be interesting if someone has tried like actually remastering it in some capacity. People probably don't want to see it, and I don't think I want that either. I really don't. But it would be interesting to see what it looks like. Avatar Studios keeping news to themselves. What is this marketing? Yeah, Avatar Studios has been very, very weird. I've talked about this with a few people I know who also follow Avatar, and like the sort of agreement between us is probably the fact that they are working on so many things at once that it's kind of a mess, and they don't want to announce anything because it will seem extremely unprofessional. And I think the fact that they've announced a movie and like actually. Scratch that. You know what I think demonstrates that best? If you go on the Avatar The Last Airbender subreddit and ask people what's happening with the franchise, no two people will give you the same answer. Because no one knows. The only people know is like 5 different layers of rumors, one confirmation that has been given on a podcast 3 years ago, another confirmation that has been given on a podcast 2 months ago, but this confirmation is now different from the last one, and something like that, you know? There is so much happening with Avatar Studios, but officially, nothing is happening with Avatar Studios. Everything we know about Avatar, well, not everything, but 90% of what we know about Avatar Studios is leaks and rumors. And that's not exaggerating. Like, we know there is a video game coming. This was announced like last month. We know that there is a movie coming, but I think... Have they officially said that it is an actual adult Aang movie? I think they have initially officially confirmed it. Because the poster for the adult Aang movie... This is the picture I always put up on stream. This poster right here is actually a leak. This has not been officially published. This was shown at a specific convention for like reporters and stuff. So this has never been actually properly confirmed. aside from that, I don't even know what is actually officially confirmed. Yeah, I think like the only things that have been confirmed is basically the leak and stuff. And that's it. I have heard like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, but I don't know if any of it is true. Right? Like there are people talking about seeing certain things from the next animated series, right? Yeah. So there are people talking about that. And aside from that, I don't know. I've got no idea. Next animated series. Wouldn't that be interesting? What are your opinions on the original character casting for live action? I made a video about it, but my thoughts haven't really changed. Like, I've seen people talk about it, but I don't think anyone has really landed on a conclusion on what it could be. In the video, I basically say that it could be anyone, right? If you mean like the totally new character. I think it was like Anita or... one thing, by the way. People are spreading fake news. Fake news. There were people saying... I made a tweet about this. Hold on, let me find it. There has been misinformation. And I tried stopping the misinformation like a good boy. Where is it? Right here. So this happened like right as the announcement was made. So people were passing around this, right? Meet this person as Amita of the Earth Kingdom in Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2. Amita is a new character in Season 2. Role. Amita, this is, by the way, this is not true. Is a master earthbender who is ruthless in her pursuit of breaking into the mover industry. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, people saw the mover industry thing, and they were like, what the hell? The mover industry happens in 100 years. Well, not 100 years, but like 60 years, right? And everyone started dunking on Netflix, on the Netflix account. That's because it's not real. It comes from a fan Instagram account, which I believe took this character right here. Oh my god. Took this character right here, right? Whose name is Amrita. And they decided that this character named Amita will be this character right here. Even though it's not. And so many people on the subreddit, on Twitter, on everything are like, did you hear Netflix messed up again? And I am like, please give me a source. Please, for the love of God, stop telling me this and just link me it. And no one's linking me it. So I went on an investigation. I found the account and they changed the bio and everything. It's not true. It's not. So my only question to people is, please read. Just look for the official accounts and you will get everything you need. It's not true. It's not true. Fake news or some kind of AI bot? It was a fan account that probably just got confused. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Because I don't use Facebook, and people were saying, like, it's on the official Avatar Facebook. And I was like, what the hell? Do I really need to go on Facebook? So I went on Facebook, and I looked on the official Avatar Facebook, and I'm like, it's not there! What do you mean it's on the official Facebook? It's not! And people are like, no, it is. And I found it. It's a fan Facebook, and it literally says a fan Facebook. You just please read. It's really not that hard. I know people want to be mad. I know people really, really want to be mad. I know. But it is better to be mad at things that are true. Because if you are mad at things that are true, people will listen to you. But if you are mad at just everything, no one will listen to you. And that is bad. Because you want to make criticisms that are actually actionable. Right here. Oh, this account right here. They changed the bio, right? Not confirmed, but here's what I could find about Amita. Oh! So they even changed this. It's from this account right here. Don't give me cookies. Leave me alone. This is not an official account. Oh! Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. It's not on Facebook, it's on Threads. Right here. This is the source for it. But this is a fan account. The official Netflix account is this right here, I believe. No, this is also a fan account. Why is he pointing to his own Twitter as the fake news? Whoops. This is why I don't go on Facebook. How the hell do we even know what is verified and not? I don't know where the official Netflix account is anymore. Hold on. On Netflix Facebook. Is it this one? Yes, this one right here. So, you can see right here. Netflix Inc. is responsible for this page. And what you'll notice... Okay, it just crashed. What you'll notice... Once it updates... Oh my god. Is it on... It's on the wrong page. Where is it? Everything broke. Right here. Netflix Inc. And what you'll notice is there is no descriptions for characters at all. So, yeah. People are just reading what they want to read and being mad about it. And it's annoying. I like to be mad at things I don't like as much as anyone. Right? But the problem is, and this is why I try to be very precise in the way I talk about things on my channel as well. Being mad about something that is not true makes you... People are just not gonna listen. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You know? Like, if I scream that Netflix messed up every single time, that it's not even true, no one's gonna treat me seriously because I'm just saying Netflix is bad. When I haven't even seen the thing. And this is why I also get really annoyed about people saying, like, it's gonna be bad, I'm not gonna watch it. Like, what do you mean it's gonna be bad, you're not gonna watch it? Watch it and then say it's bad. And if it's bad, I'm gonna say, hell yeah, it's bad. And then I'm probably gonna make a video talking about it and saying that it's bad. But until then, can we please not say things are bad? Things that we haven't even seen. Facebook is 99% bots. It's very old people and bots and AI, yes. Confirmation bias is one hell of a curse. Yes. 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 I think, like, the best advice for being online is generally, like, you should question the things you agree with and the things you like even more. And it's really hard. It's really, really hard, but that's realistically what you should do. Gender swap general song is true. It is. The general song thing is true. Yes. Attack on Titan fake news too recently? Like, what are you on about? What did I miss? Was there fake news about Attack on Titan? I don't even know. What happened? I haven't seen anything about that. Okay, let me go through this. Oh, it was about the movie. Okay. The movie still doesn't have an international release date. Makes me so mad. Mappa milking Attack on Titan? I think people saying Mappa is milking Attack on Titan have never actually seen an anime be milked. Like, it hurts me to say this, but you know what the best example of milking an anime is? One Piece. Putting it out there. Also Boruto, yes, Boruto is another one. But I think One Piece is an even better example, unfortunately. Like, they're moving away from it, right? So, credit where credit's due. They seem to be working toward a seasonal-ish model. With a delay, right? Big thumbs up. All thumbs up from me. I am behind you all the time. But so far, oh boy, has Toei been milking One Piece. They have been milking it for every single last drop they can get. Like, the most surprising thing to me, and I am so happy that I was wrong about this. You can go back to Koroto's Mystery Shack. Video right here. A video from 2 years ago. Right here. Right? I talk about movies, anime movies, in this video right here. And, like, times are changing now, so this video is kind of out of date. But it still illustrates my point pretty well. The problem I was talking about in this video is that there are a lot of movies coming out, but because it's Japan, the movies are just never shown outside of Japan, right? So the problem is, spoilers. Everyone on the internet has either seen leaks or seen spoilers or whatever, and everyone is like, please, can we actually see the movie? And Japan is like, no, you don't exist. We don't care. And then we see the movie in like a year, right? So that was the core premise for this video. And I think I threw in a little joke here about how Attack on Titan is going to get the final movie in theaters as well, because it would literally make millions and millions and millions of dollars. It would be insane the amount of money Attack on Titan would make if it went to theaters for the last arc, right? Source, Demon Slayer. Where's Demon Slayer? Where did I talk about Demon Slayer? I made this video 2 years ago, so I forget. Netflix jail. By the way, another thing, I talk about Netflix being bad in this instance. Netflix, I'm gonna be real with you. Netflix has been going hard recently. Every single series coming out weekly. None of them region locked. Netflix has been going hard. Thumbs up for Netflix. Oh, there we go. Movie. There we go. The Precedence. Yes. Let's watch my own video. On 2x speed. Not sleep timer. It is ridiculously popular. Like, inconceivably popular. For reference, according to several reports, the second season of Demon Slayer was literally pulling over 20% of all TV households in Japan. It held the top spot for 18 consecutive weeks, and is literally the most popular TV show on streaming services among every single age demographic and gender in the country. So while it is also popular worldwide, Japan is a whole different ballpark. Everyone and their mom is watching Demon Slayer. Literally. And with that in mind, let us look at the Mugen Train movie that, don't forget, was released in the midst of a pandemic. But that didn't stop it, like at all. So this is a canon movie that is a continuation of the anime that released in theaters first. There was no anime airing, this was just a movie, right? So this is what I thought Attack on Titan would do. Because it made $44 million in its opening week domestically, and a total of over $500 million worldwide. It literally outperformed the second... $500 million. Just like that. And then they cut it up and put it on anime streaming as usual. It is a win-win-win-win. You make infinitely more money. You get even more merch sales. You get an anime out of it as usual. It is literally farming free money. The fact that Mappa and Attack on Titan didn't do this is insane to me. And this is why I think they're doing it with Chainsaw Man. You know why? Because Chainsaw Man wasn't profitable enough. They literally need the money. That's why Chainsaw Man is gonna have a canon movie. I think that is why.
Place Spirited Away, a movie that held the top spot in Japan for almost 20 years by over $100 million.
Yep, there it is. So, I thought this is where Attack on Titan would come in, right? I think I talk about it like right here. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen was another one.
All the things that happened during those countless time skips, and the progressive movies do just that. So in essence, if you now want to see the full story of Aincrad, you not only have to
You know what that is? I know it's blurry. I know it's blurry. I know it's blurry. Seem familiar?
to watch a movie, but what will most likely be a very, very long list of movies, with the second one being announced already. When it comes to numbers, SAO doesn't stand even close to the aforementioned shonens, though you have to remember that both Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer are major pulls, just like the 14 other movies I mentioned before. This one is actually not considered to be canon, though it still has a major still asking whether the movie is canon or not.
Oh yeah, by the way, with One Piece there was a whole thing, people didn't even know it was canon. It was insane. Where do I talk about Attack on Titan? I don't remember.
Swear with canon material, a portion of it is either entirely cut off completely or will turn to piracy, not because they want to, but because that's the only option. What I'm trying to say here is that so far, everyone has always been on the same page. Simulcasting was one of the biggest advances in anime,
There we go.
where everyone worldwide was watching the same thing
mentioned Attack
at the
on
same
Titan
time,
somewhere
then
in the
a few hours
video.
apart at the latest. And it's that shared
I don't
community
remember.
that propelled the industry forward. But now, we are once again going full circle. Availability is once again becoming the biggest problem in the industry. It's difficult for me to keep my opinion out of it because I've never been a fan of movies on a fundamental level, simply because I've always enjoyed
True.
long-form storytelling instead of just a 2-hour block. But the thing that I can't help but think about with canon stories now also incorporating a movie approach is what that will do to said long-form storytelling. If you want to sell tickets, it's in your best interest to cook up that 2-hour block as much as possible. So, will we see a trend of series merely building up to a climax that would take place in the movies? Obviously, there are some positives to such an approach.
And that's what I
A
mean.
bigger budgets and higher quality animation being the most prominent ones. But
Like that's the thing, like Attack on Titan literally did that, but they didn't put it in theaters. Like they literally had a movie. They could have put it in theaters, but they didn't. And someone's gonna tell me Mappa is milking it? Bro. What are you on? That was a very, very long tangent. But yes, if anyone's gonna tell me that Mappa is milking Attack on Titan, I'm going to tell them, good. Please milk it more. Please keep milking it. Keep milking it. Keep on doing it. But yeah. I'm very happy that it's gonna go to cinemas though. I really hope I'm gonna get to see it. I don't think there's been any kind of confirmation or anything. For here at least. But if there is, I'm gonna be there day one. I'm gonna see it. Anyway. I'm gonna go and continue working on the next video. And then we'll yap about more things maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. There is a new Attack on Titan video coming on the main channel tomorrow. It is an hour and a half long. A very big video. It is an experimental video. It is not overanalyzing. It's a different video. But it's coming tomorrow. Probably. 90% is coming tomorrow. Probably, hopefully. Hopefully. But yeah. It's an hour and a half long. It's big. It's very, very big. I think it's the biggest, the longest video I've done on the channel ever. With the exception of that compilation video that is 12 hours long. I don't think I'm going to make anything longer than that in a long time. But yes. It's either coming tomorrow or the day after that. We'll see. But yes. I'll get back to working on the next One Piece video. Thank you for joining me. I will watch Arcane. Yes. I'll watch it probably at some point. At some point. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Thank you for joining me. I'm leaving now. Have a good one. Bye-bye.